All right. This is just me answering a very interesting question that was asked a couple days ago. I honestly am just now getting to some inbox messages and whatnot. And I was asked, and this is following me being on television for the Final Temptation special. I was asked, Jeremy, hypothetically speaking, if Tyler Perry were to hire you to work, at Tyler Perry Studios, doing what you do, whether it be just writing in general or, just being almost like a social media spokesperson, because that's literally what you're doing. You're promoting these shows and whatnot unofficially. But I guess to be more specific to the question, like, let's say if I was asked to work on a project, okay, let's say I was asked to be a writer for, and guys, there is no announcement for any continuation, but Tyler Perry decided to move the haves and the have-nots to Viacom. He put you on the writing team because he started to really allow other people to write and direct these shows. If you were to write for the show, and maybe if, just looking, maybe he looks at your channel, he sees your ideas, or some of the cast have vouched for you without you knowing it. What if you're asked to kind of share your thoughts and opinions on different scenarios across the board? A haves and have-nots continuation, the Oval, a male perspective on Sisters, possibly Bruh, basically all the shows you review. If Tyler Perry asked you to kind of, be almost like a consultant, would you do it? And I know the answer, they didn't say all of it. It wasn't like a paragraph they sent, but it was a simple question. But I really wanted to talk about the layers of the question. If you were to have a hand in various pots at Tyler Perry Studios on the shows you review, would you do it? Obviously, the quick answer is yes. But the catch is, you couldn't do your channel anymore. That doesn't mean your YouTube channel completely has to disappear or anything along those lines. It just means that you can't do, theory videos and whatnot, maybe not even reviews, because of the fact that if you worked on these shows, then you know what's going to happen, meaning that there's no point in you doing the videos anymore. That is a tough call. It really is a tough call, because at the core, I'm losing my baby in a way. It's like, to work so hard on the channel, to give it up, so to speak, would really suck. But on the flip side, obviously, well, Jeremy, think of it this way. I don't know exactly how much, writers and whatnot make on shows, but I'd imagine it'll be more than the ad revenue you make on YouTube. And that's probably a good possibility for that, especially if the show's going to syndication and whatnot. I don't know all the ins and outs of like the Writers Guild and, things of that nature, but I'd imagine I would be paid more than what I make on YouTube, which isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. Cause obviously I've been doing this for over 3 years, so I'm making some decent money, but, I feel like, I feel like my mom was like, boy, if you don't get your ass to Georgia. But I think that it would be an evolution, because I feel like the chance to work there would be using the channel as a springboard or a stepping stone to something bigger. And I think that based on all the support and kind words over the years, I don't think many people would mind if that was the case, because true, you would miss the consistent content, but I do feel like, if there was like the opening credits of any show, like let's say House of Pain or Sister Living, they do the theme song, and then during the credits that appear right after the theme song, where it shows like written and directed by so and so, and they see JeremyCarden on there, I feel like there'll be thousands of people from this community on this channel who will go nuts. That's our boy, yeah. So I have to admit, I would probably do it. Like if I was given that, and just to put it out there, there has been no conversation, no emails or no phone. Look, this ain't me doing a hypothetical. Well, maybe I got a phone call and maybe no. I'm just saying that this was a very interesting question proposed to me by a fan, and I felt like it was so good I had to respond to it. I feel like maybe there'll be some kind of thing where, hey, once the season is over, you can do like an overview of the season, or hell, or maybe you could do your episode reviews after the episodes air. Just do a review on the episode itself without doing your theory videos and whatnot, because honestly, even if I was allowed to do the videos, I probably wouldn't do it, because I said it before, like, it would be great to be invited to the set to see filming, but at the same time, I'd be like, damn, if I see certain things being filmed, then that'll ruin it for me, because remember, I'm just a fan like everyone else. All these theories and videos stem from conversations and notes that I take, so it's not like I know exactly what's going to happen next. I just know how to use context clues, and as a result of that, I'm able to potentially come up with scenarios that are where the story just happens to go. Even though in some shows it's a bit easier than others because the writing is predictable, but with new writers at the helm, we've got certain moments that even I don't expect, to actually happen. But overall, I would consider it a genuine pleasure to be part of that assembly line, if you will, of workers at Tyler Perry Studio. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting sleepy. Tyler Perry Studios to work on different projects. But I feel like there's a difference between getting fans who make creations that are quote unquote fan fiction-y, where certain people who work on like generally when there's a long running show or movie franchise, sometimes it's good to have fans involved, because they'll take care to make sure the legacy of said franchise is held up, if not improved, with future installments. But then there's also the side of, instead of doing it for the fans, it's made by a fan who wants to make the project they want to make. Or, hey, here's the Star Wars movie I always wanted to see, or here's the Tyler Perry show I always wanted to see. Where it's like, no. You gotta have. Sometimes I feel like, in creator, like writers' rooms or whatever, maybe it isn't bad to have a couple of good fans in the room. That way, it's like, for continuity's sake and whatnot. Just saying. But yeah, I would say that if I was given the opportunity, if I had the choice of, Jeremy, you can come work on this specific project, but you can't obviously talk about it due to NDAs and whatnot and spoilers. But let's say if you are working, let's say I get put on a new Tyler Perry show to work behind the scenes, but I can't talk about it at all. That would kind of suck. But at the same time, I feel like maybe I could do like a video on experiences and whatnot. I feel like that's something all the actors do. They do the social media posts and whatnot, and some of them do videos once like filming is over. Obviously not spoiling anything. During camp quarantine, Zach from he did a video like Zach from Sisters, he did a video like that. So who knows? It'll be pretty cool. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If that were a scenario to take place, would you be sad if the channel had to, I guess you could say, quote unquote, shut down in a sense, but you'd be happy that I'd be working on a project? Like I said, it'll be pretty interesting to say the least. But thanks so much for tuning in. And yeah, if I get decent questions like this that are thought-provoking, I might not mind doing videos on it. So take care, and I'll catch you in the next video.